1.3 Third Throne Mansion.
Dear Devata, you are sitting on a golden throne. It flies wherever you want, and as quickly as you want it to. You are beautifully dressed, wearing garlands of flowers, and you are radiant, the lightning shining through the clouds. What kind of meritorious action did you do when you were in the human world to have gained this beauty that shines in all directions, and to have earned all these wonderful things?
That Devata, delighted at being questioned by Arahant Moggalana, gladly explained what she has done that resulted in such great happiness.
Bhante, when I was in the human world, I did a very small meritorious act. One day, I saw a monk without defilements, calm in mind, free from agitation. My mind was pleased at the sight of that monk. I had great confidence in him. I offered him a chair that I had prepared with my own hands. Because of this meritorious deed, I have been born as a very beautiful Devata and enjoy all the wonderful things that delight my heart. Great Bhante, that is the meritorious action I did to have such a beautiful body that shines in all directions.
මුනි ගුණ සිහි කරනා හිරු මඩල නමදිනා වදාවියන් මැත වැඩ සිටිනා සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සුරිඳුරකිනා සුරනරනිති පුදනා සමනොල මුදුනේ වැඩ සිටිනා සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සිත් කරුණා කරන බුදු ගුණයට මන බඳිනා නීලමණික මත වැඩ සිටිනා සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ වරුසා වැටෙනා හමනා සුවඳින් පිදෙනා හිමගිරිහිස මත වැඩ සිටිනා සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සිත ගඟුලේ දියනා සතහට නිවනේ සිරිමවනා සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ සරණයි සම්බුදු සිරිපාදේ
So, Nama Buddhaya. So, can all of you hear me? Okay, so now you welcome to the Dathu Mandira Vandana. So, now we will be worshipping the Dathu Mandira and the Asapur. So, I will be now having a short discussion with Vishaka Akka. And is Vishaka Akka here?
Nama Buddhaya Mali, yes.
No,
Give me 1 second. Nama Buddhaya Mali.
Nama Buddhaya Akka. So, Akka, now it's such a special program, right?
Yes, Mali, this is a very rare opportunity and a very special program. I think we have a lot of children who have joined with us. So a warm welcome to everyone who has joined. And I think you all are all very meritorious to witness this. So So first of all, before we begin, I would like to say get permission first. So Avasarai
Yes.
from may my homage be to the Supreme Buddha, and Avasarai from Pinvat Lokaswamin Vansa and the Mahasangha, and may have the permission to begin today's program. Yes, Sumali, as we were saying, these children are very meritorious indeed, right? To
Yes, sir.
join with us today. And so, how old are all of you? First of all, could you put your hands up? I think there are some children are really small, and oh, some are 13. Yes, so don't worry if you're very old or like you're 13 years or you're younger. So don't worry about the age. So all of us will this is a great time and a great program for us to all learn Dhamma and to meditate. And you have the guidance of the Sangha, and you also have the Dhamma school teachers as well as everyone here to support you and guide you towards learning Dhamma. So this is just if there are any new kids who have joined for the very first time. Right, Malli?
Yes, Akka. Uh, so now, if you want, we could show you the history of the Dhat Mandira, how it started building. So, especially for the new ones, who wasn't there for the opening ceremony of the Dhat Mandira, right, Akka? We could show them
Yes,
how
Malli.
it started building.
Yes, Malli.
So, I think our host now could play when he's ready.
So are you all excited to see this? Yeah? Okay.
So that was the progress of the Dhatu Mandira when it began, when it was just like the steel compartment, and then we slowly added wooden, and then the wooden carvings, and now it's finally completed. So it's a very it took a pretty long time. It took some time to build the whole thing, especially because of the COVID. There were a lot of delays. So now we finally finished building it, and now we are going to chant the Vandana. So now I would respectfully invite Apinat Swami Ganze to for us to help us and to for us to chant the today's Vandana of the Dhatu Mandira. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I think everyone
Namo
can
Buddhaya.
stand up.
Yes,
Namo
sir.
Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai, respected Mahasangha, and dear children. Today you all are very fortunate to join for a special Dathu Vandana like this, and you will truly enjoy the Vandana. The volunteers and the monks have really worked hard to make this Vandana successful and for you to learn many things today about the Buddha's relics and the great relics of Arahants and also
Recording
the
in
power of the
progress.
relics and to do a beautiful Vandana. So now, children, let's invite the Mahasangha. We'll invite our Pingmat Swamin Wahansa to carry the offerings to the Dhatu Mandira now. So let's chant Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho. Let's stanza together with me to invite Pingmat Swamin Wahansa to offer the offerings, the Gilampasa, to the Buddha. Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Satta Deva Manusanang Buddho Bhagavati Iti piso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Satta Deva Manusanang Buddho Bhagavati Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Dear children, now you all can worship the Buddha's great relics first of all. Now look at this beautiful Dhatu Mandira. In the middle, what you're seeing is the great casket. It's shining. It's radiating, children, because of the beauty and because of the power of the Buddha, because of the great offerings to the Supreme Buddha. It is flower garlands. The casket is garland by beautiful flowers. So, and there are two swans either side worshipping. They are Arahants who are worshipping our Blessed One. In this relic casket, Buddha's relics are enshrined, and even Arahant's relics are enshrined. Children, I think for most of the children, for many children, this would be the first time they are venerating and taking part in a Dhatu Vandana like this. What a great opportunity for you all. I was so fortunate to give that gift for you all. And you all were so meritorious to join for a program like this and venerate the great Buddha, venerate the Shakyamuni Gautama Buddha, the relics of our Blessed One, the supremely enlightened One who dispelled the darkness of ignorance, who gave light for our life, who taught us the beautiful Dhamma to escape from samsara forever. There were old people. There was a grandmother. She was about to die. When she was walking in the road one day, she saw a stupa far away. After seeing this stupa, this grandmother She thought, well, if I could offer some flowers to this great stupa, how nice would it be? Then there were some flowers on the roadside. Just that was the flowers that were grown in a fence. She plucked few flowers. She plucked some flowers, and then with the hope of worshipping the stupa, she was walking towards the stupa. But children, unfortunately, that grandmother passed away. She did not have the opportunity to worship the stupa. She did not have the opportunity to go near the stupa and place the flowers. But she had another opportunity. She was able to have a pleasant mind. She was able to have a happy mind and a great mind towards the Buddha's great qualities. She was able to think of the Supreme Buddha, the great ability of the Blessed One. She was able to think that the Buddha was free from lust, anger, and delusion. Buddha became free from lust, anger, and delusion without a guidance of a teacher. He did that without a guidance of a teacher. For that, the Blessed One dedicated for 6 years in the last life by giving so much pain to the body. And in millions of lives, in the past lives, in many lives, he gave up the desire for his life to fulfill the 10 perfections, to fulfill great qualities. He even donated children, he even donated his own wife, his own eyes, blood, muscles, organs, and even the kingship, and whatever he could give up for the sake of becoming a Buddha, he did that. When he was slaughtered, he practiced patience. When he meditated, he had great determination. Children, other than the Supreme Buddha, there is no human being equal to that great being. Today we are fortunate. We are so fortunate. We are so fortunate, children, to worship the great relics of the Supreme Buddha. And there are 3 relics of great Arahants, children. There are 3 relics of great Arahants. Around 2,000 years old, during Arhan Mahinda's time, those relics were enshrined in a stupa. And later, in that monastery, when the archaeological people were mining that stupa, they found a bowl, alms bowl made with rock, and then the relics were enshrined in that alms bowl. Today, the alms bowl is also there, and the relics are also there. Beautiful relics. Now, children, there's a lot to say about the Dathu Mandira. We'll go step by step. First of all, children, we should observe the 5 precepts, and we should go for refuge to our Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So, are you excited to learn about the great history of this Dathu Mandira and about the carvings? Then about the carvings, then you can see the swans, then the flowers, why there are swans. Then you can see a mountain, Sripada mountain. Then there are carvings either side, and then there are tuskers in this shrine room. Then there are lotus flowers. Then there is a pond, and there are 2 cascades either side. There's a lot of things to learn, children. Are you ready? Is the program special today? Is the Dathu Mandira beautiful? Then stand one time to respect the Buddha's relics wholeheartedly. Okay, now go to the floor, children, and keep your knees on the floor and worship our great Buddha. None is equal to the Buddha. None is equal to the Dhamma. Worship the Buddha one time. Great. Now worship the great Sangha one more time. Think of all the great Arahants. Think of the Sangha and worship the Sangha. Very good, children. Okay, now let's pay homage to the Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, children. Now, can you all see outside of the Dhatu Mandira? The ones who are watching from the YouTube channel, can you all also see the outside of the Dhatu Mandira? How it looks like, the decorations we have done for the Poson Full Moon Poya Day. So if everyone is comfortable with the streaming, then we can continue with the Vandana. So if you all have any questions, you can type and write to the volunteers. They will help you. So the volunteers even, they can replace the spotlight even because they can see the other decorations very clearly rather than showing multiple images, for them to have a happy mind and develop confidence in Buddha Dhamma Sangha, because these carvings are very beautiful. If you see them properly, you will be very happy and have a happy mind and take part in the Vandana happily. So children, now let's observe the 5 precepts. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts. for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now let's do Thiruvan Vandana. Itipiso bhagavaraham samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanang Buddho Bhagavati Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehi Passiko Panaiko Pachatang Veditabbo Vinyohiti Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho yadidan chattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakkineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati. Children, today you will be chanting some extra stanzas. So today, children, some stanzas that you will chant might be not familiar. So I will do the explanation in between the Vandana. First, we'll do the Thiruvan Vandana, children. After that, I'll explain. So when I explain, you will be able to see the particular videos with the help of the Zoom controllers. Okay, now we are going to venerate the 7 Buddhas so the volunteers can show them the PDF for the Vandana book because they might not be able to chant these new stanzas. Okay, now say together with me, children. Let's venerate the 7 Buddhas and then, okay. Vipassisa namatu Chakkumantassa sirimato Sikissapi namatu Sabba bhutanukampino Vessabussa namatu Nahata kassa tapassino Namattu kaku sandassa Marasena pamaddino Konagamanassa namattu Brahmanassa usimato Kassapassa namattu Vipamuttassa sabbadi Angirasassa namattu Sakya puttassa sirimato Yoi mang dhamma madesesi sabba dukkha panudanang ye chapi nibbutā loke yata bhutang vipassisung tejana pisuna mahanta vita sarada hitang deva manussanang yang namassanti gotamang vijjācarana sampannang mahantang vita saradang vijjācarana sampannang buddhang vandāma gotamanti Vajira Sangata Sariro Vajira Jnana Namakaro Yo Buddho Bodhi Mulami Nisinno Vajirasane Sasena Marang Jitwana Satapunyasa Tejasa Patame Pubbe Nivasang Majjime Dibba Chakkukang Pachime Sabba Sankare Sammasang Lakka Kotiyang Chatting Saya Koti Sata Sahassa Mukena Pachayang Otar Maha Vajirena Susang Buddhasa Vakkayang Buddha Bhumi Nittango So Maha Vajiranyana Bodhaneyo Subodhetva Bodhesitang Namamahang Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, now we are going to worship our great Arahant Sariputta. See how beautiful our Arahant Sariputta is? Arahant Sariputta. Children, to do a Vandana like this, I think I may need about 5 hours. Now when I see Arahant Sariputta, all the past stories of Arahant Sariputta comes to my mind. Shall I reveal or just go ahead with the stanzas? What should I do, children? You want me to reveal or go ahead with the Vandana? I'll go ahead with the Vandana. Okay, Arahant Sariputta. Arahant Sariputta's mind. Arahant Sariputta's mind is like a floor mat. A floor mat is always wiped by many people. But the floor mat does not get angry with anyone thinking, oh, he wiped me many times. He wiped little bit on my floor mat. The floor mat has no different feelings towards different people. Now we, towards one person, we have one feeling, towards another person, another feeling. But Arahant Sariputta's mind, Arahant Sariputta's compassion was equal to everyone. One day, children, there was one person, he was very old. He wanted to become a monk, but no one ordained that monk. That monk's name was Radha. There was an old person. He was an attendant. He used to take care of the monks. So Buddha asked, why no one is ordaining this old person? Then he's very old. He was very old. Then Buddha asked, has this person helped anyone? Has this old man helped any monks here? Then Arahant Sariputta raised his hand and said, Blessed one, One day when I was going on alms round, this person told one person to offer some food to my alms ball. Then the Buddha said, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sariputta, you are grateful. You can remember the favors that others have done to you. Let's ordain rather than. See, because of Arhan Sariputta, millions of people, thousands of people, it's uncountable. Millions of people, even today, there are people who have ordained because of Arhan Sariputta. Arhan Sariputta, do you know how he became a monk? Arhan Sariputta, as a layperson, when he was a layperson, as Upatissa, he saw a monk one day. At that time, he has never learned the Buddha's teachings. He saw a monk. He saw a monk, and then he was waiting. He was looking at the monk, staring at the monk without blinking eyes. Then he was waiting until the monk was collecting food. And then he went to that monk and asked, Dear recluse, you are very calm. Your words are calm. The way you walk, your postures, the way you talk, the way you behave, you are very calm. Your senses are very restrained. Who is your teacher? What have you realized? Then that Venerable Asaji Bhante uttered a stanza with 4 verses. And then by hearing those 4 verses, the Upatissa, young youth, the young boy became a stream entrant. Then he taught Dhamma to his friend Kolita, that is Arhan Moggallana Thera. And both of them, together with I think 250 friends, they went to meet the Buddha. With how many friends they went to meet the Buddha? With 250 friends, they went to become monks. See the ability of Arhan Sariputta. Went to become a monk together with 250 people. After became Arahant, then there was another person. He was a executioner. That executioner, he was a person who torture people and kill people. And he retired. And when he was at the age of, I think, around 60, he has killed many people. He was confirmed to be born in hell. But one day Arahant Sariputta went to that house and he offered some food to Arahant Sariputta. And that person, Thambadatika, I think, even that person who killed numerous numbers of people, who was an executioner, who was a murderer, even that person was born in a high divinity. Children, millions of stories can be uttered. Arhan Sariputta's great wisdom is incomparable, matchless. Now think of Arhan Sariputta. And if Arhan Sariputta is like that, Arhan Moggallana is also a great Arahant. And Arhan Mahakassapa, Venerable Ananda, and even the other great monks, then Arhan Mahinda brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka on a post-on full moon Poya day. Then Arhan Sivali, Arhan Angulimala. So have a happy mind and let's all of us get together, keep palms together and worship the great Arahants, and then gain merit to our lives to attain one thing in our life, children, that is to attain the blissful state of Nibbana in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now let's venerate the Arahants. Okay. Can you all see, children? Can you read? Is it clear for you all? Okay, the translation is underneath. I can't, today children, on the other days, the screen is very near, but today in the Dathu Mandira, okay. One person is asking what is right and wrong. Right things are good actions. Wrong things are bad actions. Okay, now let's chant. Okay, say together with me. Yo Dhamma Senapati Supujito Panyaya Paramingato Gambira Panyo Medavi Magga Maggasako Vidu Tang Vitaragang Susamahitindriyang Vandami Parinibbhuta Sariputtam. Now let's worship Arhan Moggallana. Yo Mahanubhavo Chalabinyo Idya Paramingato So Vikubbana Sukusalo Vasibhuto Mahidya Tang Vitaragang Susamahitindiyang Vandami Parinibbhuta Moggalanang Yodaya Buddha Settasa Visitto Dutta Gune Muni Upasanto Parato Pantasena Vidu Tang Vitaragang Susamahitindriyang Vandami Parinibbhuta Mahakassapang Yo Chitta Kati Dhammadaro Satimato Gati Ditimato Sugatasako Sarakako Pujaniyo Bahusuto Tangka Tang Vitaragang Susamahitindriyang Vandami Parinibbhutanandatteram Yocha Pubbe Pamajjitva Anguli Maloti Vissuto Appamadang Samadaya Vita Tanho Susangvuto Tang Vitaragang Susamahitindriyang Vandami Parinibbhutang Gulimalang Yo Sattu Kappo Kalyanamito Mahanyani Jinatrajo Solankadipagamma Jotai Buddha Sasanang Tang Vitaragang Lankadipapasadakang Vandami Parinibbhuta Mahamahindang. Now children, let's worship the great relics of our Supreme Buddha. Okay, we are going to worship the great relics. You can see the meanings, okay, in the PDF. We are going to chant the stanza that you can worship all the relics, not the relics, not only the relics that is enshrined in this shrine room, all the relics that was made from the Buddha's sacred body after the great passing away of the Supreme Buddha. So children, during the Vandana, if you have questions, children, don't send directly to me because I can't see the messages. What you can do is, children, okay, what you can do is send all the questions to Kavindu, and he will keep all the questions, and I will separately answer them and share in the group, so later you can read uh, during the weekdays. Okay, but don't worry, you can ask questions. Only when you ask questions, you can learn the things that you do not know. Okay, let's worship all the relics now. Okay. Samatta Buddha Kichoso Kusinaraya Nibbuto Dhatu Bedama Bedancha Adittaya Mahadayo Unhi Sanchaturodata Akkhadecha Sattima Asambinachata Sabba Sesa Binacha Dhatuyo Binna Muggapamanacha Binna Tandula Sanniba Mahanta Majjima Cheva Kuddika Sasapupama Mahanta Swannavannacha Majjima Mutti Kappaba Kuddika Kundavannacha Sabba Vandami Dhatuyo Mahanta Panchanalicha Majjima Panchanalicha Janali Kuddika Cheva Sabba Vandami Dhatuyo Attadonang Chakkumato Sarire Sattadonang Jambudipe Mahenti Ekanchadonang Purisa Varuttamasa Ramagame Nagaraja Mahenti Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Now, children, let's venerate the great Arahants by recollecting their great qualities. Now, the name of this stanza, the starting is Sukino Vatarahanto. Happy indeed are the Arahants. They are happy, always they're happy. There is no reason for them to feel sad. There is no way anyone in this world can make them unhappy. It's like drawing paintings in the sky. Impossible to make, impossible to agitate the minds of great Arahants. And there is no craving can be found in them. There's no such thing, okay, this thing I like, I need these things again and again. There's no such feelings in great Arahants. There are 3 relics enshrined of great Arahants in this great shrine room. Children, before I chant this stanza, I'll show you a beautiful casket, children. Before we enshrine the relics in the main casket, what you see right now, now you can see the main casket, right? So this is the main casket. If this is not clear, our volunteers can show a better image. So in the main relic, before the relics were enshrined in the main casket, the relics were enshrined. Okay, now you're seeing the main casket. So now children, now see children, you can see 2 caskets now. Now see the bottom one. Now you can see the small casket. So this is made in silver and it's gold plated. So first, after we brought the relics from main monastery, from Polghavela monastery to our Kotte monastery about 1 year ago. For almost 1 year, the Buddha's relics were enshrined in this casket. And then, children, I told you that there are 3 relics of Arahants enshrined in the main casket. So those 3 relics, so those out of the 3 relics, 2 relics, so if the volunteers can pause it, I can explain it better. So if you can show me the previous, okay. So the casket right now we are seeing is 2 Arahant relics. 2 relics of Arahants were brought from this casket, in this casket from the main monastery. And then, children, there was another casket, another relic was brought by another senior monk from our Gampaha Buddhist monastery. They found it from another temple. They found it when they were mining, when from a mining from an old stupa. So that casket we cannot see anymore because that is already enshrined in the main casket. So anybody who come to the shrine room here, all the things that they see, we have kept all these caskets to worship and gain merit, because if the relics were enshrined at least for a moment, that is worthy for reverential salutation. So one of the volunteers who was streaming was fortunate to get one of the caskets that were brought from, that were kept for some time, about 2 hours in when we were about to bring the relic, the Buddha's relic, to Colombo. So that casket was given to one of the volunteers to worship at home. So children, and then you can see a tusker. So that is so these tuskers are not just to represent normal, not to represent the normal elephants. These tuskers are to recollect, to depicting great arahants. Arahants are worshipping the Buddha always, venerating and respecting. So let's chant the stanza, Sukhino Vata Arahanto now. So someone can say after me, has Lakshadwa or Senidudwa joined for the meeting? Have they joined to say after me?
My Swamnansa.
Ah, you went home early. Okay, very good. So now let's chant the great qualities. So say after me, children. Sukhino Vata Arahanto.
Sukhino Vata Arahanto.
Tanha te sanna vijjati.
Tanha te sanna vijjati.
Asmimano samuchinno.
Asmimano samuchinno.
Mohajalang padalitan.
Mohajalang gocharam.